Hi, everyone. My name is Anita Ladhani, and I'm a licensed clinical social worker and an energy practitioner. And today I want to talk about when is it time to walk away from a relationship that you're currently in. I'm all for not giving up on relationships. But I've also learned that there are times when you just have to walk away. So let me start by explaining what I've learned in my 30 years of being a therapist, having worked with hundreds and hundreds of clients, couples, individuals, and not just that, but having gone through my own process of marriage and divorce and subsequent relationships. And so here's the common denominator. This is what you need to have a successful relationship. I believe that you should have trust, you should have mutual respect, and you should have open and honest communication. But that in itself are just the building blocks of a relationship. In any relationship, whether it's a marriage or a partnership of some kind, you're going to have bumps. That's normal. Any marriage that I know of, no matter who I think of, they have always experienced speed bumps. Okay, but here's the difference. The difference is that the couples usually work things through. Now, how does it happen? Not by some magic miracle. It takes work. If one of the two partners acknowledge, okay, when there's an issue in the relationship, in the marriage, first, of course, assuming you have trust, you have mutual, respect, and you have open, honest communication, and say, for example, one partner cheated, one partner violated that trust, or one partner maybe has a, substance abuse, drinking issue, gambling issue, whatever the case might be. The key to getting through that is, first of all, acknowledging that there's a problem, acknowledging that a mistake has been made, okay? And then fixing it. Fixing it in what sense? Making sure that you're either getting the help you need, if it's a gambling or a drinking or some kind of issue, or if you've been cheating, make sure you end that and you don't repeat it. Because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. So if you're in a relationship where the you or the partner or whatever are together, but you're together just because you have kids together, or one of you is just too insecure, maybe you're financially dependent on the other person, it's not enough to sustain that relationship. Sure, you'll be married in name, but you really truly won't have happiness. You won't have joy. And life is too short. Everyone deserves to be treated with love, respect, those basic things that, we kind of sign up for when we decide to commit to a person. So so if a person is not willing to change, not willing to even acknowledge there's a problem, not willing to make any, changes or get any help, then you as their partner have to really decide if this is something you want to continue. If you want to stay, if you're continuing it because you have kids, well, guess what? The kids are already impacted, whether you stay or whether you not stay. So this illusion that you might have that, the kids are going to be better off if you stay in a marriage versus being divorced, that's not true, because I work with plenty of kids that I evaluate whose parents are together, but the kids know and they see and they live what an unhealthy marriage that is. And so that's unfortunately what you're role modeling for your children, is the unhealthy marriage. There are plenty of families, including myself, happily divorced, and we actually have a really good relationship. We've managed to co-parent really well in spite of being divorced. We are one big happy family in terms of our respective partners and us getting together on holidays and celebrations. So that's a positive thing for our kids, because now, yes, their parents are divorced, but they now see us working through conflict, working through difficult situations, working, instead of just us fighting and being miserable together. So not an easy decision to make, but here's one case where it's a very simple decision. If there is abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse, verbal abuse, and your partner does not show any signs of changing or stopping, you really need to leave because you deserve better. You have a right to deserve to accept, to expect, the bare minimum, which is physical safety, emotional safety. And if you don't have that in a relationship, it's time for you to part ways peacefully and go your own way. So, don't let how old you are and how long you've been married, discourage you from walking away from a relationship or a marriage. Because unfortunately and fortunately, there are many people in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s that are divorced, that are single, that are now looking to reconnect. And there's always someone out there for you. But before, if you're deciding to walk away, don't go looking to jump into another relationship, because that's probably the most unhealthy thing you can do. Take time to heal. Take time to really process and close your close this chapter before you open up another one. So in conclusion, trust, mutual respect, open and honest communication, very important. But when things go wrong, when we make mistakes, and we all will, I do too, apologize and get ready to make amends. Genuinely get ready to make amends. But if you're not willing to make amends, or if the person is not willing to make amends, then you have a problem. Okay, then you're at an impasse. And of course, in any case of abuse or neglect, it's time to call it quits. All the best. Take care. God bless. I'm always available if you want to touch base or if you want to talk anything through. Love and light. Have a great weekend.